Hi, welcome to Keto Cooking with Tammi Collins. If you're new to our channel, be sure and click subscribe so that you don't miss any of our yummy keto recipes. Every recipe is included in our description. So let's not waste any more time. Let's get right to cooking some good keto food. Hi, welcome to our brand new show, Keto Cooking with Tammi Collins. I'm here today in my kitchen with my dear friend Janie Shirley from Costco.
Tammi.
Hello.
How are you?
I am very, very excited about this partnership that we have created, this coalition, if you will, between Jacqueline Shoemaker with Winchester Wellness and Weight Loss Clinic and Costco and Brightmoor Enterprises. It's exciting.
It's fun.
Because we all love losing weight and being healthy and feeling good.
And we can do this together. We all have different resources that we can share, different experiences that we can share, and we could eat together.
And eat delicious food.
Yes.
So.
For less.
Yes. So this is what we want to say today. Everything that we're fixing is going to be for our St. Patrick's Day coming up, being an Irish, half English. This was a meal that we had a lot in my family growing up. So we're gonna start in, and we're gonna have a great menu today. So all of the products came from Costco. So we have to give a shout out for that. So all right, we have started off with corned beef, and we just have it here. I've just added some soy sauce just for, you know, because I like it. And so now we're just going to take a half a teaspoon of salt and just kind of go over top of it.
Season it up.
Yeah. Okay. All right, so we're going to take this. I also put some butter inside of my crock pot just because it softens the meat, I think. I could be making that up. And flavor, and it adds the extra fat, the healthy fats.
Healthy fat.
And I just love butter. I mean,
who doesn't?
We're from the South. We love butter. All right, so we're going to go ahead and put this in. All right, like that. All right. And now we're going to start with our seasoning. Now this seasoning comes with the corned beef. When you buy it at Costco, there's a little packet of this in there. So I always just put that on top.
Looks yummy.
It smells, oh my gosh, it smells so good. Doesn't it smell good?
I smell your soy sauce.
All right, and more butter, of course. We've got to add more butter. All right. So now we're going to take 4 stalks of celery, and we are just going to chop this up so that we have smaller pieces.
Now this recipe, I'm not really familiar with the corned beef recipes.
You're not Irish?
No.
Really?
Not yet. Maybe after.
Stand close enough. You be osmosis. You can be Irish.
So I believe you said you usually use potatoes. Is that correct?
Yes, we usually use potatoes, but because potatoes are full of starch and all the stuff that makes them yummy, they're not very keto friendly.
Okay. So this is a substitute that you discovered that you're using.
Yes.
Okay.
So we are actually, and my grandmother always put carrots in, which carrots are also full of carbs. So we're substituting with celery. Crunchy, just to give
flavor.
it some texture. Yeah.
Okay.
And then depending on how much onion you like, and I like a lot of onion, some people put a half an onion in. This is a yellow onion, by the way. But I put a lot of onion in because you just can't get enough flavor, in my opinion.
So when I use onions at home, my husband's not a big fan. But little does he know that I use them all the time. So sometimes we can't elaborate. Just cook the food. Don't say it's healthy. That's what I found. Because if you keep saying, I get excited when I discover, you know, I listen to Jacqueline speak. And so I learn all these new nuances, and I get excited about these recipes. And at one point, my family just shut down, and they said, just give us pizza. So I don't really talk about it. But here's the thing, is that you can actually eat just about anything, and you know what, the whole thing is to eat whole foods, right?
Yes.
You know, there's flavorful foods, lots of way to fix it, and that's why you're doing what you're doing, is showing us how to use those other, you know, there's alternatives, but they don't have to be crazy.
Right. And my mom said to me one time, she said, I don't want to start cooking keto because then I have to completely change everything that I buy at the grocery store.
And you don't.
And you don't.
Eat more bacon.
Eat more bacon. Who doesn't love bacon? Hi, I love bacon.
And it doesn't have to be. And so I hear it all the times because people say, "Oh, well, that's an unhealthy diet," and I've learned that it's not, because you know, Jacqueline often says, so you know, grilled chicken and green beans is not, you know, that's safe. There's nothing wrong with that.
Right.
But I think there's just a lot of misconception. And I too at one point was a snob about, you know, the low carb thing, but lo and behold, I found how beneficial it is. And I've seen people lose, a lot of people use it, you know, for weight loss.
Right.
But I personally experienced that I benefited. It's helped me with my health for different issues that I've had, and I see it being involved in doing these you know, different events, you know, throughout between here in West Virginia and now, you know, with some other friends, that, you know what, there's just so many health benefits that is beyond, you know, the obvious weight loss.
Right. Right. And meaning it can lower blood pressure, it can lower cholesterol, it can help you with all kinds of things that people just don't, it doesn't occur to them that they don't have to be on medication the rest of their lives.
It heals.
It does.
Healthy foods heal.
They do.
So.
Okay. So now we are going to take our crock pot and we are going to add just enough water just to cover, doesn't it? Just to cover the stew. And the reason that you don't need a whole lot of water is because when the celery starts cooking and the onions start cooking, they're going to create their own juices, which is really nice because then it just sort of marinates the entire process. So we're going to put our crock pot on, and I typically do this at night.
Okay. Because
then I can just turn this on low, leave it overnight, and then the next morning, first of all, your house smells fantastic. And you don't have to just sit in like a watched pot never cooks sort of concept. So
it will just slow.
It will, and it makes it so tender. And then the last thing that you want to do when you get up that next morning, you want to put in your Brussels sprouts, but you want to put them in, and we're using Brussels sprouts instead of cabbage. Okay. Just because, I don't know, they're cute.
Easier.
And it's like Barbie cabbage. Right? Like, where was this when I was playing Barbies?
Leprechaun cabbage.
Yeah. Barbie could have bought this at the grocery store and made some, sauerkraut. So we put this in, and this just only has to cook in here for 2 hours.
Okay.
So the next morning when you get up, just pop these in, let it cook for 2 hours, and then...
Because otherwise they would just disintegrate. Mush. Yeah.
Yeah. And then you'd have some kind of porridge.
Mashed.
Awful.
Brussels sprouts.
Yuck. Okay, so that is... so now we're going to just wait for 8 hours. Okay, so here we are. Can you smell how delicious this smells?
Yummy.
Okay, so I've put some out here on our plate. So as you can see, we've got our cooked Brussels sprouts and our onions and celery. And this just, we're gonna taste it. Look at that, it just falls apart. Look at that.
Yummy.
My goodness.
I have to be honest, I don't do a lot of corned beef.
Yeah?
Because I'm not Irish.
I keep forgetting that.
This is yummy, Tammi. Wow.
And it's healthy.
What else could you serve with this?
Okay, so to kind of round out the rest of the holiday, we're actually going to make some shepherd's pie. Are you familiar with shepherd's pie? Okay.
We sell that.
It's also called cottage pie.
Okay.
And some people determine whether it's cottage pie or shepherd's pie depending on if you use beef or lamb.
And I probably would just call it yummy.
Yummy pie.
Yummy pie.
That'll work. That'll work.
That's a new name, yummy pie.
Yeah, there it is. The Irish will have to learn this new phrase.
And you saw it here live.
Well, sort of live. All right, so now we're going to...
step aside and eat more?
Step aside and eat some more. All right. Okay, so now we're going to make shepherd's pie. And this is where we're absolutely going to be substituting cauliflower for potatoes.
Okay.
Because traditionally, yes, it does go into the corned beef. But I guess you could put cauliflower florets in there, but I'm afraid they would be mushy.
I think it just depends on what you like. I have half of my family like the cauliflower rice, and then one of my daughters likes to have the chunkiness of the florets. So
we're going to do like a little mixture of that because I like a little bit of crunch in my mashed potatoes.
Right, texture.
Right? Yes. So we're going to dump 2 bags of this in there.
Okay.
And we're going to add a little bit of water, just a tiny bit, not much at all.
Because it releases a lot of moisture itself.
It does.
Anyway.
Yes. All right, so we're going to let that simmer for just a few minutes, and in the meantime, we're going to be cooking some hamburger. Okay, so at the bottom of shepherd's pie, you know, it's a layered sort of process.
Okay.
So we're actually going to chop up more onion. Can't get enough onion on St. Patrick's Day, apparently.
And Jacqueline will tell you onions are great for, as far as, you know, for a probiotic. Good for your tummies. So
good to know.
These are one of the few products that you can eat that when it's cooked that you'll still benefit. Reap this benefit. Yeah.
Well, I didn't know that. See, see all the things you learn when you watch this show?
I know. So educational.
It is. It is. Okay, so we're going to take this and we're actually going to cook it down a bit with our hamburger that's on the oven, on the stove now. And then once the hamburger is done and the onions are boiled, and we mix them together, and we're going to line the bottom. We're going to put a little bit of butter, just enough so that it doesn't stick. Right? Yeah. And then we put our onions in. And we're putting it in a heart-shaped pan. Yes.
Because we love to eat healthy.
We love to eat healthy. Yeah. Okay. All right. So we've got that.
And you love onions.
And I love onions.
Okay.
Can't not love onions. All right. And now we're going to put this inside of here.
Yeah, that looks yummy too.
Smell that Worcestershire sauce in there. I never say that properly.
Worcestershire.
And it's like rear-wheel drive. I can't say that either.
That's okay.
Anyway, in here. Okay. So we've got Jacqueline approved. Bite-size strawberries. We should probably try one.
I think you're right.
Just make sure they're not poison. We wouldn't want anybody to have to suffer that.
Oh my gosh, they're so good. Oh. That's a good batch.
It is a good batch. Yeah. Guess where I got them?
Costco.
All right, so we're gonna add our Mongo, same thing, different country.
The sweet stuff.
The sweet stuff.
The good sweet stuff.
The good sweet stuff.
The healthy sweet stuff.
Right.
Okay.
All right, so we're going to add just a little bit more of our cream cheese.
Yummy.
Just a little bit more. Like a whole bunch more.
You have a big little bit.
Am I confused about big and little bit?
Yeah. It's Costco size a little bit.
There you go.
Okay.
I mean, you're not little, you're just fun size.
I'm fun size.
Right. Okay.
Yes.
This show has gone so far off track. All right, so now we're going to mix this up. Look at that.
Try to like jump rope, try to get in there and taste it.
Good luck. I'm afraid you'd get whipped around inside of there.
Probably. Just whip it real good.
Whip it good. All we need is a pot, plant potter to put on our head.
Okay.
Okay.
For our young people, Google it.
Yes, young people. That makes us sound so old as we say young people. You know, as the young people.
Well, we're just the cool kids.
We are. All right, so we're going to pour this on top of our crust.
Ooh, luscious.
Yum. Okay.
That looks super creamy.
Yes, indeed it is. All right, so we're going to stick this in the refrigerator.
Refrigerator?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Because it's got to chill.
Like us.
We got
to chill while it chills.
Chill like us. And then when we get it out, we're going to put the strawberries on.
Oh, yum.
All right.
We can have some in the meantime.
We can.
Okay.
We'll be right back.
All righty.
Okay, so
here we are. Last but not least.
I know, finally. The good stuff.
Yeah.
It's all been good.
It's all been good.
Yeah.
Super good.
So now that we're going to put your pretty strawberries on top of our nice and cool,
chilled
chilling cheesecake. So you want to go
Cool.
ahead and decorate that in the Jacqueline approved way.
So am I gonna
I would just use
do we
one.
sprinkle them? How about we just use fingers?
Okay, that works.
That's not food safety certified in Costco, but okay. This is your show. It's not the Janie show.
I shudder to think.
Oh, you know what this would be good with too? Raspberries or blueberries.
Oh yeah, it would be.
Yum Town. It'd be good for like maybe 4th of July.
I was gonna say that you can make like a flag.
You can make a flag.
I'll make a flag.
Okay, so I'm just gonna make a look sprinkled mess.
Okay,
Are we good?
we're good. I think.
Finger
All
looking
right.
good?
So now we're just going to, and again,
Make my slice with
It's
a lot of
not-
berries.
well, you can always add more berries.
Okay,
It's not about how it looks when it comes out of this thing, because
that's a good thing.
I butcher it. I think maybe I missed my calling. Maybe I should have been.
You mean your Collins? That is a humongous slice, but I'll share with my friends
Heck.
at Costco.
No, I'm gonna eat.
Oh, is that your slice? Okay.
I'll just give you a little tiny bit.
Yeah,
How's
fun
that?
size.
Fun size, just like you.
Just like me. Fun size.
You can always add more
Hearty.
strawberries to that.
It kind of looks like shepherd pie.
It does, but that better not taste like cauliflower.
I'm pretty sure it doesn't.
Yeah.
Okay, I just want to put one more
Ready?
berries. 1, 2, 3, gets it go. Marks it go.
That's pretty daggone good.
Not bad.
Oh, do you taste the butter in those?
I do.
Yeah.
In the yes, in the berries, and I like that saltiness of the cream cheese. Nice.
Yummy. Okay, so the next time you see me, hopefully I won't have my braces on, and we are going to be doing an April
Segment.
Easter segment.
Yes, ma'am.
It's going to be yummy, just like this was.
It's gonna be hippity hoppity.
Happy right here at the Keto Kitchen, Keto Cooking with Tammi Collins. Have a great day, and we'll see you next time. Thanks.